Yo, what's up, Mina-san? Welcome to another episode of Atari Kitchen Fire Knives, Sapphire Samurai Edition. Today's guest is Sebastian Sevilla. In this episode, we talk about San Diego Comic-Con and the challenges that it presented in our respective restaurants. We also talk about a few other interesting things. In the beginning of this episode, you could hear us talking about Daruma, which I mispronounce as Darama. So I want to make that correction up front. Related to this, it's obvious that I did not get enough caffeine and things aren't firing as quickly as they should. But as they say, the show must go on. All right, let's do this.
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Each Nissan. Hey, what's up, everyone? And welcome to the best show in town. 皆さん、お元気ですか？この街の一番のショーへようこそです。すいません、どうぞよろしく。Freaking the funk in any throwdown. Fire and knives. If you can't handle the heat, get the fuck out. Sapphire Samurai's Atari Kitchen. Bringing you all the goods. Let's get started.
Basically, Judama is, it's like, you know, you get that at the beginning of the new year, and you have like a wish. So Dodama is like this demon, and you color in one of his eyes, and you make that wish, and you're making it, the compact you're making with him is just like, yo, so I'm gonna give you this one eye, and when you give me my wish, I'll give you your other eye.
Oh, shit.
So that's what you do. So like a lot of kids and stuff have that, you know, at the beginning of the year. So you color in the eye, you make your wish, and if it comes true, you color in the other eye, and then he can see. And then at the end of the year, you take it to the Shinto temple, and then they burn them all. And then you get a new one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shinto temple?
Yeah. A lot of fucking, a lot of magic. Japan has like old fucking magic religions.
That's just cool as fuck to me.
Shintoism, you know, it's like it's been compared to shamanism.
Yeah.
You know, like a very like refined as in like ceremonial and temples and shit, you know. Shamanism. I don't know that much about it beyond that. I don't know if they have like, if they do like some kind of like hallucinogens or fucking
possibly
like mushrooms,
some crazy ass tea.
I wouldn't doubt it, because like every religion seems now finding more and more information. Like a lot of religions are based off of fucking psychedelics. You know, dude, I heard on a podcast that fucking you know, that I don't know what it's called, but you know when the Catholic priest walks down the aisle and he's like swinging that thing that's like in every like badass like you gonna get killed in Mexico movie.
Yeah.
It has that smoke.
Yep.
Apparently, I heard it on Joe Rogan. You know who said it? Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz. Yeah, I heard that.
He was saying that it was
full of weed.
Weed, yeah.
Used to be full of weed and shit. I believe it.
I believe it too.
I believe that shit.
I've been getting them high, you know, like having them have a reason to come in.
Have them chill the fuck out too.
Right. All right, let's get this started. All right, we're live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Atari Kitchen, Sapphire Samurai Edition. Today I got joining me Sebastian. I didn't know if you wanted to give out your last name, so...
I ain't shook. My last name's Sevilla.
All right, Sebastian Sevilla. I am Hanzo. We're going to talk a little bit about Sebastian's background and how he came to be in the kitchen. If you want to just take off with that.
Started from the ground up. Worked my way up from dishwasher. Seen a lot of shit. You know, just the basic 1, 2, 3 dishwasher, doing all the bitch work. Working my way up to like salads, you know. Restaurants, multiple restaurants. I'm not gonna name all of them.
How long were you on the salads?
For like 3 months.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You just breezed past that.
Yeah,
right?
Basically. Yeah. But I was on like Oyster Hell for like 2.
Oh, did you say Oyster Hell?
Oyster Hell. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't fun.
No, but the rite of passage. You gotta go through the struggles.
You gotta learn it though.
From forks to oysters.
Yeah, for sure. It's an important skill to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Gives you a good, generalization of the kitchen. I'm grateful for it. I honestly didn't ever expect to be in the position that I'm at right now, doing what I am doing. It kind of just happened, and I really liked what I did.
Yeah.
So,
don't mind me. I'm just documentation.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. As long as I don't look like shit, we're all good.
Hey, Photoshop, dog.
Hey, that's right.
Photoshop.
Just put the little makeup app on my face.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the little doggy face on.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. I'm like a little slut.
Yeah. Oh wait, I got this on video. God damn it.
That's even better.
Already fucking shit up, dude.
It's even better.
Already fucking shit up.
I had to post for that.
That was like 20 pictures. That's fine.
Perfect. It's a nice camera. Gotta use a camera.
Gotta use it, right?
Yeah.
I'll eventually get a fucking card reader.
Yeah. What?
No, I just whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop fucking with this.
It's all good.
So anyway.
Yeah. So I worked my way up. I've always been interested in learning sushi. Since the get-go, because everyone always told me it was like the elite, status from where I was coming from, and I didn't know shit about.
Who told you that?
Anything
they
at
lied
the
to
time.
You, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm in it, and I'm like, wait, what's going on, dude?
Someone lied to you, dude.
It's like you climb Mount Everest, and there's just like a gift shop and freaking, a good job token. You know what I mean? There's no majesty behind it.
Oh, you got a token?
Yeah, I got a token. I got a little token. But yeah, so I made it my point to learn that. Work my way from saute, grill, do the whole shebang, because I wanted to learn every single aspect of the kitchen possible. Any type of cuisines I can get my hands on, I just jumped right into it. So, yeah, that's a quick rundown. It kind of just happened, and I'm grateful for it, because I had no goals in life rather than be a rock star. I was in a band, trying to do the band thing, thinking I would live off it, but sure enough, half my friends that are doing it are finally like settled down and like going to college and stuff. You know what I mean?
Your rock star friends?
Yeah, my rock star friends.
Don't you think though that like being a cook and an aspiring chef, like that's kind of like following the rock star dream too?
Extremely similar. You just make a little bit, tiny bit more money, which is a fact. You're not living on a couch a majority of the time, and the self-expression is still there. Like with music, you can still do music as a chef. You just gotta make time for it with anything else in this world.
Right.
That's another thing that really got me into it. I can actually like express myself.
Right.
Like it's an art form. People are like, the average human being isn't aware of that. Which is also what I'm grateful as to a lot of these things in the cultures coming up, showing people like what it really is, like, like Chef's Table, Mind of a Chef. People are like, oh shit, there's a lot more to this, not just cooking cheeseburgers on a flat top, which is great too. That's an art form in itself. But yeah, the self-expression is really what pulled me in. I
think that's what it's all about for a lot of people when they get into it is, and that's why I parallel it to like being in a band, being having those rock star aspirations, because eventually you want to be that chef who is the head of the kitchen, and who's going to be calling all the shots and all the attention's on him, the spotlight's on him. He writes all the menus, the songs. Yeah. And he's basically it's better than I think being in a band, because he's composing everything and getting all the cred. Yeah. It's true. You don't have to give your drummer cred or anything. Nah.
It's all you. It's like the SoundCloud rapper.
Right. But, a lot of good chefs do give their crew cred.
They do. But the really good chefs do.
A lot don't. Yes. A lot are just like whatever. And they'll
soak it up.
Some will give that fake cred, like, oh yeah, I'm nothing without my peeps, but won't name a single person.
No. That's why I really respect like Rene Redzepi and stuff, because he's like at the top of the game, in my opinion. He's over there shouting out his old cooks who branched out and started their own restaurant. Yeah. These people, the other day he posted one of his old chefs, Rose, I believe was the name, posted, about a restaurant in Copenhagen, and kept shouting out every dish, you know what I mean? He's a 3 Michelin starred chef. He's over there shouting out his like old sous chef.
Right.
Still, there's no resentment whatsoever, and that's mad respect to that dude, because most people in his status, the ego is insane. There's mad ego in this industry.
I'm sure he has a mad ego.
Yeah, but he's still like, a lot of people don't want to, give credit to other people. They want it all. They want all the attention towards them.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm hearing what you're saying, but like he's had the best restaurant in the world for the last. Did my mic just come on? Did you hear
closer.
that?
It got closer.
It like popped up.
Yeah.
Dude, he has the best restaurant in the world for over a decade now. And I mean, like, of course, he's like slipping in and out of like number 3 to 2 and 1 or whatever.
Keeps you hungry.
Dude, he's hungry as fuck.
Yeah.
Especially
for Mexican food.
I don't even know if he's hungry as fuck for those stars. He's just hungry as fuck to make good food and to think of new ways to make that food.
Out of crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, when I first saw people eating ants, I was just like, whoa, what's going on right now? I knew it's part of the, it's part of cuisines and whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's food, but like at the time when I saw that, I was like, oh shit. I was still like a little fresh, you know what I mean?
Right.
It blew my fucking mind. 3 stars, best restaurant in the world. People eating ants off, leaves they picked literally 2 miles away from the restaurant.
Yeah. Hey man, you know that I don't want to say anything, but it's gonna pick up on the audio.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call you out.
I'm embarrassed now. No, call me out.
You're like, fuck this, I gotta go.
If
dude.
I'm doing dumb shit, if you hear me like drinking my water too loud, let me know.
No, it's all good. It's like like when you could hear like people like fidgeting with their pens and shit. And dude, I watched this one podcast and this fool would be drinking his protein drink on the goddamn podcast. I'm like, why couldn't you do it before or after?
Yeah.
Like you had to do it on the goddamn podcast.
He wants to look yoked.
It's like thick and it's like what is it, the ASMR like?
Yeah, that drives me
I
nuts.
just grossed a lot of people out by doing that.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah, I fucking can't stand that shit. But people love that shit.
Yeah, some people literally watch people eat like mac and cheese on YouTube or like
disgusting.
It's so weird,
it's
like super close to the mic, just macking away.
Yeah, and if it's the wrong person eating, you're like, now you're getting visually assaulted and in your ears, in your ear holes. Your eye holes and your ear holes are getting the
no pleasure,
man. But yeah, like back to what you were saying about the ants. Like I didn't see him do the ants, and I'm sure that's his thing. But the first time I saw him do the ants is when they did that pop up in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Is that when you saw it?
No, I saw it. I believe. I think it might have been on Mind of the Chef. I may be mistaken.
In Copenhagen.
In Copenhagen.
I believe it. Yeah. So I didn't see it. But when I saw that in Tokyo, the dude was like, I don't know what, I think it was on a Bourdain show, but they were like, I think they're taking the mandible out, like of each ant, like all the preppies were sitting there, just like at like a 4-hour job, and there's like 3 of them, so it was really 12 hours, 12 man hours to demandible these bad boys.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, Renee, that's why you the best. Like right now, I'm thinking that's a waste of time. You know
how many dudes he's got in there that working for free just because they want to work for Rene Redzepi? He can do that.
Working for free or just working for almost nothing?
I think for free. They're working for the experience of being there. I honestly believe that.
I think
I'd work for Rene Redzepi for free.
Well, Copenhagen's a socialist country, so I think he has to pay them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, he learns something new every day.
Like he gets mad static because like he runs his kitchen like a classic kitchen. So he gets mad static for being like a dictator, a fascist.
Okay.
When he's like, so, I mean, I'm sure he comes down. He has to. He's a 3-star Michelin restaurant. But like I've seen like him on documentaries and stuff, and like I've seen him get in people's faces, but it's not that bad.
No.
Like I'm just like, I wish you would have gotten my face like that, because that's really nice and encouraging.
Yeah, it doesn't crush their soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like he's like really supportive. He does that. I don't know if he still does it, but he used to do that Sunday night meal. Did you ever see that?
No, I never saw that.
Where he would, this was like earlier on, where he would allow the staff. It was staff only. It was back of the house staff only.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, you would compose a dish, and like you would just be like a garde manger, but you would compose a dish, and that was your opportunity to show what you had, you know? And be judged by your peers, by your actual peers.
Not just Renee. Yeah, I saw that.
Not just Renee, but by other cooks and other chefs. Yeah. So, like you could really take in that criticism and learn something from it, not like some Yelp review or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought that was
experience behind it.
Yeah, I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I don't know.
Especially as a young cook.
Yeah, I hope he still does that shit. I don't know if he still does.
He probably does something crazier now. I don't know. That dude's always a step ahead of the game.
He is a step ahead. International pop-ups. What?
Yeah.
Dude, what?
Yeah. That he had a nice little pop-up in Mexico going too.
Yeah, dude. He pop up in Japan, and then he went to Mexico, and he went like deep.
Tulum.
You know, he went deep into the culture,
Yeah.
and was using ingredients from that region.
He had doñas in the back making fresh tortillas the whole time in the open kitchen. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
what do you have in the back?
Doñitas, you know what I mean? Little old Mexican ladies back there just holding it down because he knew he couldn't do it better than them. Let's keep it real. Let them hands just do something special, you know, to the masa.
Yeah, and that's cool. You know, that's
Yeah.
cool that he didn't go in there with the arrogance of thinking he could do something that they've been doing for centuries better. You know,
Yeah.
like, that's props to him for recognizing
mad
that.
respect.
So, the ant thing was fucking crazy. Everything he does is insane, dude. Like his whole fermenting things for like years. You know,
That's another one that caught my attention. Fermentation was still new to me at that point too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and
crazy.
the discipline he has, he's like, oh yeah, I fermented this, or I pickled this rose petal 4 years ago, and it was pickled just for this moment.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, dude, you are a G, man.
Yeah, for real.
Like, what the fuck?
It's a lot of attention to detail.
So you would say he's like a major influence for you?
Absolutely.
You own any of his cookbooks?
I do not, because I heard from multiple people that I wouldn't be able to understand it, which still wouldn't stop me. I just haven't bought it, keep it real.
Yeah, there's that. It's complicated.
Yeah.
It's like, you're just like, oh, well, I guess this is a coffee table cookbook.
Yeah.
You know, this is just for bragging rights.
Exactly.
I got his last set when he did like his cookbook. He did a photo journal, and he did a journal. You know, and I think the most interesting part for me was his journal, like his actual like day to day.
Yeah.
And like a lot of it, I realized I'm like, fuck, that's shit that I go through.
Yeah.
You know, I was like thinking a dude on his level. I'm like, man, dudes on that level like are probably like so far removed from my problems, and you know. And then when I read that, I'm like, dude, I go through that.
The exact
you know,
same
I go
stuff.
through that shit, and he's going through the exact shit that I'm going through. That's fucking dope. You know. So yeah, dude. I recommend getting that. I forget which one it was, but it was like a 3-set one, and it had like
His journal.
Yeah, he had the photo journal. He had the his journal, and then he had the cookbook, which is just like, might as well don't even open it. Keep it crisp.
Yeah. I heard about that one. You get ingredients you can't even get
Yeah.
to mess around with. It's just kind of just for
Yeah, for sure. But
know
I
what
mean,
level he's on.
It's great to have those things.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's great to like. I mean, of course, I'm joking about don't even open it yet. Open that thing and just feed your mind.
Yeah.
You know, you like Google
Read
all
it
that
17
shit.
times.
Yeah. Do any other major food influences, chefs, cookbooks?
Anthony Bourdain's always been a big one.
Yeah, for sure.
Ever
dude.
since I was little, before I even wanted to be a chef. You know, he was just always huge. Like, I'd stay up late at night and I'd be watching No Reservations, nonstop, like late at night, every night, as much as I could. And, it was just a big part of my life, everyday life. As soon as, like, I got involved into cooking, it was like I somewhat knew what I was getting into.
Right.
Somewhat. Because you never know until you get into it.
Yeah.
But, his journey from, dunking fries in the fryer, like he says.
Yeah.
To where he is now, being a major influencer, chef, celebrity chef, writer, it's inspiring, just seeing that growth, especially at the time he did it. He was already like 40 years old or whatever when he wrote Kitchen Confidential, correct?
I know, dude. Yeah. He was in his early 40s. Yeah.
Early 40s. It's inspiring, especially now me at like 25 years old. It gives me hope, Yeah,
he did a lot of trailblazing, and allowed a lot of us to leapfrog. He laid out a lot of shit, and you're just like, okay, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to avoid that.
Yeah.
But I do wish I took his advice earlier on. I was like into having a good time. You know what I mean? I was just like, dude, I'm gonna live this chef life and have a good time, and I'm gonna party and drink and just spend all my money on pleasures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, he gives this advice. He's like, early on, I don't know if it's in Kitchen Confidential, but it is early on in his career, where he's just like, you wanna be successful in this, what you need to do is go work for a big name chef, even if it's for free. You know, you want to go do that. You want to get those, you know, get that on your resume, you know, and try to do that. Try to hop from chef to chef and, you know, build that. I never did that, you know. Yeah. So that's the only regret I've had. I don't have that regret anymore.
Yeah.
But I did for a while. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, R.I.P. Anthony Bourdain, man.
Yeah.
Major loss, dude. Like, it's like, it's been a little over a month, almost 2 months now.
Yeah.
Dude, I've like, for the first 30 days, I thought about him every day. You know, now I still think about him frequently, like at least every other day. You know what I mean? It's like huge loss.
Yeah, it literally felt like losing a relative. You know, it hit me pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, wow, because literally it's like someone you look up to so much. You know, and something just like that happens, and like,
right.
Damn, he literally had everything I wanted and more in
Right.
life. He
Yeah.
did it all.
Right.
And just for that to happen, like it just puts you in a weird. You know, you don't know where he was. You know, mentally, like what happened exactly. You don't know all the
Yeah.
details.
Right.
But you know, it really, you know, it crushed me for a little bit. You know.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. It was like, it like from my perspective, and I'm sure like from a lot of people's perspective, he had like a utopian type of life. You know, it's like he had the perfect job. You know, he seemed to like have like, I mean, I know he got a divorce and everything, but he just seemed to be okay with women.
Yeah.
You know, and money.
Oh
and
man, I knew chicks who just dime pieces that were like, just I'm waiting for a shot at Anthony Bourdain. You know what I mean? Like in the industry,
Right.
I'm like, damn, really? Like,
Right. Yeah.
my boy.
And that's
You know what
another
I mean?
thing. He had the prestige and respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, it just seemed like he had it all.
Yeah.
You know, he had the respect of respected chefs. Like, he was never a Michelin star chef, and he was never like anything notable in the chef community. You know, he did have the title of chef before he, you know, got into the whole travel food thing, you know, but like he wasn't none of those chefs knew him then.
And that's why you can relate so much to him, you know? Like,
For
he literally
sure.
spoke on everything we've been through and more,
Right.
and blew up because of it. You know,
Right.
he was just like the everyday chef who's been through some shit in New
Right.
York.
Yeah.
You know, and we're all like, damn, like I relate to this dude.
Right, yeah, completely relatable, and he kept it real. He was like a real dude. He didn't try to fluff it over. He didn't try to bullshit you. He was eloquent, you know. He you could tell he really like put work in, you know, like where to the point where it was almost like effortless.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, a lot of reading and talking to people went into that. You know what I mean? It's funny though. Like, I didn't see that much response on social media. I mean, you see like REP and remembering you and all that stuff, but specifically what I'm talking about is like his IG page. You know, it's like what is it, like he had like 300,000 likes on his last post, but some rapper passed away like shortly after him. It's like something like 9 million likes. Like, I never even heard of the dude. You know what I'm talking about? Like, a lot of people have.
Tentacion.
Yeah. I couldn't even say his name, right?
Yeah.
But I guess he was like a major influence. So I'm not trying to take away from that guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That guy's death at all.
Yeah.
But it's just like it was just like a weird juxtaposition for me to see that. You know what I mean? And I think it's generational too. It's like triple X. How do you say his name?
Just call him X. That's what everyone calls him now.
Yeah, so X,
Yeah.
like, you know, you have a lot of young people who are like socially, you know, on social media active and wanting to show support, I guess. It's completely unrelated tangent I just went on,
Yeah.
but
No, but
it was just
you know,
interesting to see.
It is an interesting comparison. It's also obviously generation. You know, the younger generation really related to X because he was a younger dude doing it. You know, but also a lot of people hated him prior to his death. I'm gonna keep it real.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people hated him due to some stuff he did in the past because he was younger. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to go on a tangent either.
Yeah.
But you know, and then you know, you die, and then people start caring again. You know, that's really
for
what it is.
sure. Yeah, like and I almost feel that way with that's the way it was with Anthony Bourdain too. Like, you know, you had like your diehards like me, you and me. But I think a lot of people were just like, oh, okay, you know, you take things and people for granted that they're always going to be there. You're just like, yeah, that's just a part of my life. That's my background. That's my background music going on. you know, and then like suddenly that person's gone, and then you're just like, you feel like this, you didn't even know they were occupying such a huge space in you, and then and there's just that huge emptiness, and you're just like, wow, you know.
Yeah, it's just like a whoa.
Like whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Like whoa, dude. Anyway, not to get too dark on things. Yes. But yeah, Bourdain, definitely huge influence for me. Clearly huge influence for you.
Yeah.
I've read Kitchen Confidential countless times, you know. I always quote his rules in the back, you know, he has those rules in the back. And my favorite one's like, grandma dies, bury her on your day off. That's the best.
I love that, dude, man.
That's the best, dude.
Yeah.
And there's like plenty others, but that one always stood out for me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, and another food related, I guess you could say death. You know, Jonathan Gold passed last week. You know, he was a food critic. For those of you who don't know, he's a food critic in LA, and he was known as like the strip mall critic. You know, he had a lot of clout, very prestigious. If he gave a positive review to a restaurant, that restaurant would suddenly have a line out the door, not just for weeks, but just for years.
Still to this day, I guarantee it.
Yeah, and there is a documentary out. It's called City of Gold. I recommend checking it out. Gives a little background on him, and I guess he was known for being a fair critic.
Yes.
Which like a lot of chefs respected him for you know, he'll tell it as it is, but he'll be fair about it.
Yeah, he would literally eat at the same restaurant 6 to 7. He said it in City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. His record was 17 times.
17
he
times.
Ate at a
that's
restaurant.
what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, before he critiqued it. If that's not reputable, I don't know what is. This guy had mad empathy.
That's pretty legit.
That's super legit. That's dedication, you know, to like not only to his craft, but to whoever he's reviewing's craft. You know what I mean? The chef, you know, the restaurateur, the, you know, servers, the whole team. Like, it's paying mad respect to them.
For sure.
You know, I guarantee one of those bad ones didn't even make it on that review because everyone has a bad day.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure he knew that. His level of empathy was insane, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he wanted these places to succeed.
Absolutely.
You know? And like he would like venture out to places where people were just like that. We're not going there, you know. Like white people would just be like, "Oh, we're not going to go there." You know what I mean? And he would review it, and they would go there.
Yeah, because it's literally, he got down and dirty in the city of LA. People are scared of LA.
Yeah, there was that Mexican restaurant that was all like popping, but you know, she was talking about back in the day how they were like, I think they were like street vendors.
Yeah.
Right. And then like the parking lot got shut down or something. I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly.
Okay.
And then they went inside and you know, they scraped up the money somehow and got a restaurant going, and they were struggling, and he came in, wrote a review, and boom, just like like turned their lives around. And I don't know if it's the same restaurant, but like I think someone ran in the kitchen just like, oh my God, there's so many white people out there in the dining room or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably getting that wrong.
No, you probably got it right. One or the other.
Right. Well, it's hilarious, you know what I mean? And he brought in, and even like well-known chefs like Chef Ludo, you know? Did you check that out?
I actually didn't check Ludo yet. No.
Yeah, I mean, like he was already well-known, and I think he was already commercialized a little bit, you know, but it was like Jonathan Gold hit him at a time, I think, when he was struggling. You know, he and his wife were doing pop-ups, and you know, they were just breaking even, and he like got them at a time where I don't think they knew what their next step was going to be, and like totally like sent them into a new trajectory, you know. And I'm sure he's a famous and well-known and skilled chef, and I'm sure he would have got there eventually, but probably not in the way that he has now, you know, where he's like he's teamed up with John and Vinny, you know, from Animal and Son of a Gun, and I think just John and Vinny. I think that's their latest thing. Have you ever eaten at any of their restaurants?
I have not. I have I've been meaning to check out Animal for like the longest time, like the past 3 years, but I've never gotten around to it. I actually want to make it to the pop. Well, they're gonna have a few pop-ups up there.
Yeah.
Maddie Matheson's actually doing one in August. I believe. I forgot his name. I don't want to.
Maddie Matheson's going to do it?
Maddie Matheson. Yeah.
I'm going to do a pop-up up in LA.
He's dope.
It's going to be in August. Y'all need to check it out.
Respect, Maddie.
It's going to be fire.
Yeah. that dude's rad.
Yeah,
I relate
for sure.
to him a lot too.
For sure, man. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, no, I haven't been yet. I've been meaning to. It looks awesome. The menu looks great. You know, that's animals. Animals pretty tight.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been to both Son of a Gun and Animal. They were good. They didn't blow me away, but they were good.
Well,
You know?
when you're so in tune with the industry,
Yeah.
it's hard to just get your mind blown. You know,
It is.
Like,
it really is.
'cause-
It's a bummer sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you know exactly what went into that dish.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you can guesstimate like how it was prepared, and you know, they'll usually tell you where they source the ingredients, and you know how fresh everything is. It's just, you know, it takes kind of the fun out of it because you can see the back of the stage in your mind.
Yeah.
You know, but they did have, and my girlfriend at the time didn't like it, but they had this like I think campachi tostada. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
And my girl at the time was just like, oh yeah, that's just so simple. And I'm like, that's the beauty of it, man.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah, this is just so simple but so flavorful, you know. And like, you know, and it's not a sushi restaurant, but the fish was like really fresh, and it was well done, and they didn't try to overpresent it. You know, it was just I was really impressed by it, and I'm not gonna lie, I copied that dish for years. Yeah, I put my own spin on it and everything like that. And I knew nobody in San Diego at the time was, you know, even heard of John and Vinny and Animal. You know, they're not making trips out, you know, for culinary road trips or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, John and Vinny, I took that dish for a couple of years.
Gotta inspire each other, man. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep doing the same shit.
Yeah, and then Son of a Gun, they got a lot of like crudos, sashimis going on there. You know, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't steal any because I was already beyond that point when I ate there, but it was inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, like looking at these dishes, like of course I had to order them all. You know,
Yeah,
like, you know, I'm just gonna spend the money. I don't care. You know, and they were great, dude.
Yeah.
They're freaking great. Like every single one of the presentation, and like some of them look way overpresented. Like I was like, I think it was at the scallop one. I was like, it looked way overpresented. Like just looked so busy, and I'm like, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
And I ate it. I'm like, oh man, the flavors were so light, and they just did such a good job of throwing on those colors. You know, it threw me off, which for me personally is a thrill, because I'm like, wow, like I said, I thought I saw the back of the stage in the dish. You know what I mean? I thought I knew what was gonna go on,
Yeah.
and then when I ate it, it was something else.
That's the best thing ever.
It is, you know, and
Yeah.
it's like a surprise, and I'm just like, damn, that's what I think I go out seeking, is surprises.
Especially someone
know?
like you, because you've been in the game. You know what I mean? So for that to hit you like that, that's awesome.
Well, yeah, I mean, not just me, but yeah, you know, like anybody in our field,
Yeah.
you know,
But
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But definitely worth checking out. They do a lobster sandwich there, a lobster roll.
Lobster rolls.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
good. And then they do a fried chicken sandwich there, which inspired my fried chicken sandwich, but it's bomb.
Nice.
It is bomb. So you got to try their crudos when you go there.
Yeah.
And the fried
Son
chicken
of a gun,
sandwich.
right?
Yeah, son of a
Okay,
gun.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, the lobster roll is optional, but
Please tell me there's no dill in it.
the lobster roll?
Yeah.
Not that I remember.
Okay, cool. Because
Yeah.
I won't try it.
You don't like dill?
I'm a fan of dill when it's used right. I don't like it in my lobster rolls though. If it's like a lobster salad between a roll, I'm not gonna touch it.
Right.
keep it
No.
real.
Well, these dudes are legit. So
Yeah. No, I believe it. I'm just saying.
I don't think
had
they-
some pretty bad lobster rolls before.
I bet, dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad ones out there.
Yeah.
Dude, I had like a horrible po' boy in North Park not too long ago. Went there with my boy. He was all excited about the place. I'm not gonna name the restaurant, but it's
Yeah.
like this little place in North Park. And I got the po' boy, and it was just a complete letdown. Like you're just like, I don't even want to eat this.
You gotta try it at least 6 times before you can have that opinion, man. Yeah, keep it Jonathan Gold
Yeah,
up in this
keep
bitch,
it
man.
gold like, dude.
yeah. Come on, man. Bad days. A squad, B squad.
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. Thank you for checking me.
Hey, we gotta keep each other in check
Yeah,
nowadays.
keep it real, dog.
Yeah.
Keep it real. All right, man. So, any fave restaurants right now?
Right now, at this very moment, I'm not eating out a lot due to my diet, but you know, I stick to Korean barbecue and yakitori like no other right now because
Yeah,
it fits
good
within my
shit.
diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that shit. So
Any fave locations?
I go to Hino. Recently, I went to Yakitori again. Same owners, but Yakitori, pork neck, shits on Hino's, which is their same sister restaurant.
Yeah.
But for some reason, there it's like crazy. I don't know.
Where at Yakudori?
Yakitori.
I love that jam, dude.
It's great.
Dude,
I had to try it. I got like all the organ meats. I got like the pork shiso, the pork neck.
When did you go? Just like in the last week?
Yeah, in the last week.
Dude, what'd you think?
It was great.
I mean, I'm sorry, let me rephrase. What'd you think? Do you like better, the Hino or Yakudori?
I think Yakitori now. But Hino's just good because it's open late.
Yeah, but yeah, I think
And it's good
Yakudori's
too.
open late too, right?
No, Yakitori closes like 11 during the week. During the week, nights, you can go to Inotez up until 1. So it's great for like industry because you'll
Right.
get out like 11, 11:30, sometimes 12.
They changed that. Yakudori used to be open later.
I believe it.
Yeah.
It was
but
smarter to only keep one location, literally a block away, open later though.
For sure,
Let's
dude.
keep it real.
Yeah, I like their t-shirts too at Yakudori, like one more drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole place is inspired to drink and eat as much yakitori as possible and ramen.
Oh, for
Their ramen's
sure.
pretty great. I thought about getting it without noodles.
Yeah,
Just
those-
like the tonkotsu.
Yeah,
Extra
yeah.
egg or something, but I was like, I'm not going to pay. I'd rather pay for extra pork shiso or beef tongue.
Yeah. See, ramen for me is a meal.
Yeah,
So
it is.
like, I'm not gonna go to like another place that serves other stuff that I want to eat and then get a ramen. Even though they do, in my opinion, they do a good job with the ramen. My mom's Japanese. She hates their ramen.
Really?
Yeah, and she's friends with the owner, so I can say that because I know neither one of them are gonna watch or listen to this podcast.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Listening right now. What's
get
up, dude? I love it.
I get a phone call like, "What the fuck you put me on Front Street for? I'm gonna beat your ass,
Yeah,
boy."
I think their ramen's great, but yeah.
No, I think their ramen's good.
Yeah.
I do, but I try to avoid it because like I like just to eat like a ton of sticks.
Yeah.
You know, just like
Got smashed 10, dude.
do like you're saying.
Orders.
You did say
20.
the pork belly shiso roll, right?
Yeah, the pork shiso.
Yeah, that's bomb, dude.
My top 3 for sure.
Yeah, that's so freaking good. And for me, a must have is the asparagus bacon. You get that one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
It was perfect keto snack too.
Yeah, for sure.
You
for
order like
sure.
4 of those.
But you know what? I will do like a waste of space move on the takoyaki, even though I know they just pop that shit in the microwave or the fryer.
But it's
you know?
delicious.
It's so good.
Yeah,
It is
you
so
can't
good.
you can't skimp on the takoyaki unless you're on a specific diet. But still,
Right.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah.
For sure. So Korean barbecue, what's up with that?
Korean barbecue. Normally I go to Mana because Mana never disappoints. For the most part, that's basically my main go-to. You know, I go to a couple other places too, but Mana's always like, it's always the same thing when I go there. It's always good.
Yeah, the A1, right?
A1.
That's what it's all about.
Day. You know
right?
what's up now. Yeah.
Dude. Okay, I kind of want to go over my ribeye story again, but I kind of don't, you know?
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. Just make sure you eat all your food when you go to Korean barbecue,
Oh,
guys.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
eat all your food or you gonna pay for that. Yeah. The scissors though, they just leave the scissors on the table now. I noticed that. Like before, like remember how I was saying it was in the waitress's apron? I wonder if like
Yeah.
someone said something or
Someone had to have said something.
yeah. Now they just leave it on the table
Yeah.
because I had an experience where the waitress busted out her apron and started cutting my ribeye, and I'm like, you just pull those scissors out of your apron, girl? Not even a plastic sheath on
Been
that.
there for like 2 days.
2 days.
You got some rice like sprinkled on it.
She had
dry
like,
rice.
She had like a hard piece of gum stuck to it. She had to knock it off. No,
It's not even
I'm
true. It's just melted. Nah.
tooth marks in that shit.
Nice. That's why it's dull.
Yeah, man, that's good stuff, man. That's some good eating right there. Do you ever check out Surahashi?
I have not yet.
No, yeah, you got to check
Yeah,
that out.
you make it a point.
Remember to get the rezos.
Yeah.
Dude, so what's up? Do you go any food trucks or anything like that?
Local food trucks. My main go-to is a spot called Mariscos El Prieto off Main Street.
Main Street in Chula Vista.
Main Street, Main Street, and I believe it's Orange. It's a food truck. They have another one across from them, same owners.
Yeah.
It's Barbacoa, I believe. They sell like regular tacos too, but literally those East Coast food trucks, like the best food truck I've ever been to date. I haven't been in a long time due to my diet, but it's good stuff. Like I'll always go there as long as I live in like San Diego, Chula Vista.
Yo, can you say that again, but like a gringo?
Mariscos El Prieto.
El Prieto.
Prieto, yeah.
Prieto, okay.
Yeah.
Mariscos El Prieto.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
And
shouts out South Bay.
In the across the street, you said it's the Barbacoa.
Yeah, but I don't.
You don't fuck with that?
I don't really fuck with it. I always mainly go for the El Gobernador and forgot the other one. I'll remember it eventually, but that's all the tostadas, everything's been good. Just don't get the burrito because it's kind of greasy.
Dude, I never get a burrito at a food truck.
It's good. It's just like the same stuff they put in the taco in a flour tortilla.
Right.
But like it just gets greasy in the bottom.
Yeah.
So when you eat it, you're just like, oh, and then like you feel it after, you know what I mean?
Well, we've talked about this before. I think of tacos as the Mexican sushi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm not gonna have ramen at the Yakidori.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna have a burrito at like a taco shop. I'm like, get that
Sushi
burrito.
burrito.
Yeah. I'm like, I want all the little street tacos. I want
Down and
a taste
dirty.
of everything.
Yeah.
For sure. Those fried fish tacos. Dude, that's so gringo of me to say, but damn, those are so good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
So fucking good,
Yeah.
dude. Shit.
Mariscos.
All right, man. How's work?
Work is hectic, especially as of late. We just got done with Comic-Con not too long ago, and I'm still feeling the Comic-Con vibes.
Are you still feeling it?
Ooh, I'm still feeling it.
Yeah. I got work too.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, especially down in downtown on the gas lamp. You're on the front lines, my friend. Like
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
Run me through some of your challenges.
having to cook rice alone was a challenge. It's a lot of volume we're going through. And
wait, you were telling me that you guys cook rice a little differently there out of necessity. How do you do that?
Well, so we used to have electric rice cookers. They all burnt out, as will know what happened.
Which is already like what?
Yeah, it's like what?
Electric rice cookers.
Yeah, no gas rice cooker.
Right.
I don't know why exactly, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe it didn't fit within the budget.
Right.
It was a tough situation. So we ended up having to borrow downstairs in another kitchen. There's it's called a rationale. It's like a fancy oven. It's actually a really cool tool to have.
Yeah.
And it has a sushi rice setting. It'll cook the rice, but you gotta be tricky with that thing.
How do you cook the rice in an oven?
So you gotta wash the rice like normal. Then you put it in a 400 pan. You fill it up with the right amount of water, which is a trick on its own with the rationale.
All right. How many ounces will fit in a 400 pan?
Well, I'm gonna go by quarts.
Yeah, do quarts.
Yeah,
sorry.
do quarts. So I was doing 3, but it should be 2, because when you do 3, it cooks unevenly.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we were doing so much volume, you can only fit 400 pounds in there jammed.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can only do 12 quarts at a time. Like it's a tough break. You know what I mean?
Right. So you got like multi racks going on.
Yeah.
With your pans.
Yeah.
With 3 quarts of rice in each pan.
Yes.
Is there any unevenness? Like, does the bottom one cook better than the top, or?
Surprisingly, in that aspect, no.
They all cook evenly?
They all cook evenly for the most part. But if you have more than 3, if you do 4 quarts per pan, it'll just leave it like mushy in the bottom, crispy on top.
Yeah.
It's just a goddamn
not a
shit
situation
show.
you want. Yeah.
No, especially with sushi rice. That's the most important part of sushi. You taught me that.
For sure, dude.
Like,
yeah, you can't be messing around with that.
No.
I can't believe you're cooking your rice in the goddamn oven, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
fancy oven.
don't get me wrong. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
To get the job done.
You gotta go down the floor.
Yeah, and I give you guys props for doing that. But I feel for you too.
It hurts the soul a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. So go on.
Yeah. That was a challenge in its own, and the worst part is we only had a certain window that we could use it because the downstairs kitchen had to work for Comic-Con too.
What was that window?
It was midnight to 8:00 in the morning. Yeah. So after getting screwed all day, we'd have to sit there, and only like one of us would stay behind, and we'd have to wash the rice,
right,
take it downstairs, and you're just sitting there reflecting on your life, like, fuck, dude. Like, tomorrow's gonna suck.
Yeah.
You got to get in early the next day to prepare for service.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just behind. You know what I mean? It's just
So what was your shift? Like, what was it? Like a full 9-hour shift?
no, like 10, 11, sometimes 12.
No, without the rice.
Without the rice, my shift would be about 9 to 10.
9
With
to
the
10.
rice, it'd be like on its own.
So you would complete this grueling shift, right? Because it was Comic-Con, and I know without even asking that it was a grueling shift.
Yes.
So you just got punished for hours and hours, and then you would have to stay behind, wash the rice, and then cook the rice, then dress the rice, then store the rice.
Yes.
How long did that take?
It was about a 2 hour, sometimes 2.5 hours. The first time was like almost 3 hours because they have this little wind blower.
Yeah.
I didn't see it at first.
Right.
And I was there like all night. I got out like 2 in the morning, like almost 3 in the morning. And I was just like, it's fucking morning time. I might as well just go like to the gym or some shit, you know, keep myself awake for the next day.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to get any sleep. I'm all still like rattled from the day because there's so much shit going on.
So you had zero sleep.
So I had like barely any sleep. I had like circles around my eyes. I was
Not
like,
a good
"Goddamn."
situation.
No.
Yeah.
But the process took a while until I found that, you know, air blower, the fan. And the next day I got like a little dish rack pan. I put it on top, the blower on top, and I just was blowing air and flipping it like every like 15 minutes to cool off the rice because I had to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it was sanity's sake and for quality's sake too.
Yeah.
You know, do the best you can with what you got. But that alone, the rice alone was a struggle, you know? And then, you know, having to keep up with, you know, prep, you know, it's crazy. Like Comic-Con's a great thing for the city.
Yeah.
But if you're not prepared, like up to the gills, like you're going to sink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Like at my place, we were doing rice. We didn't do it at night like that, but we just did it through the whole day.
Yeah.
For 12 hours nonstop, just making rice. It was insane, man. And then prepping the whole day, butchering fish the whole day, cutting vegetables the whole day. It was grueling.
Non-stop katsura.
Nonstop.
Yeah.
Like I feel you on the sleep too, because
Yeah.
I only got 4 hours of sleep a night during Comic-Con, sometimes less.
And that's not just including getting home and taking a shower and getting ready. Like you're still rattled. You know what I mean? After stuff like that.
You're still worked up. Yeah.
Especially at the helm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And like, I think I was working like 16, 17 hours. You know what I mean?
Respect.
Yeah, and then you still got to eat. You still got to wind down.
Eat?
Yeah.
I didn't eat real food that whole week, man. I was wondering why I was getting the shakes.
You know, and if you got like a dog, like I have a dog, you got to come home, you got to feed him, you got to walk him, you know, you got to walk him when you get home, you got to walk him at night. And my poor dog, like he was like holding it for like 16, 17 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I couldn't leave. There's no way. I could leave one day.
Yeah.
One of those days I was able to leave, come home real quick and walk him. But other than that, he just had to hold it in. He's like,
Shouts out Banksy.
I know. Shouts out, man.
Yeah.
He's a good dog, dude.
Where you at? No.
He's a good dog. But yeah, it was insane, dude. Like, did you have any moments during Comic-Con that were more insane than any others?
So I had, obviously, you know, where in the gas lamp, a lot of celebrities are going to come through.
Yeah.
It's just going to happen eventually. You
Right.
know, you can't avoid it, which you don't want to avoid it. You want them there.
Right.
But I had like Conan O'Brien, somebody from Big Bang Theory, and Wong from Doctor Strange.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like 3 VIP tickets come in, ordered a gang of sushi. You know,
Yeah.
they had big tables, obviously, because they got their entourage and stuff.
Right.
And it was all nigiri sashimi.
Wait, Wong from Doctor Strange, that's the librarian, right?
Wong, yeah. He's the guy that's like, oh, you guys about to fight Thanos? Peace out.
Right,
Y'all be
right.
safe.
Yeah. The librarian.
Yeah, Doctor Strange's
Okay.
right hand, basically.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you had Wong, you had Conan O'Brien, just those
And
two?
some dude from Big Bang Theory.
And
I
some
don't watch
dude
the
from
show.
Big Bang, right.
Yeah, I don't watch the show. but
Right.
Yeah, I had them all back to back, ordering a bunch of shimi nigiri. And, you know, I can't just give it over to the sushi helper. You know what I mean? Or the roll boys or girls.
Right.
They don't know how to do it. I was the only one that knew how to do sashimi nigiri, all that, you know what I mean? So I was really like, this is where I die. You know what I mean? This is where it's gonna go down. I was like, I'm buried. I got tickets pissing out. I got a full bar. Literally, I'm just like watching the tickets go down. I'm like rolling balls.
You're like,
Yeah, I'm like, this is know what I'm saying? Seppuku on the spot, man. 300 yanagi to the gut.
You're all just murder me, fam.
Yeah, dude, it was a tough one, but you know,
just murder me.
yeah, end it right now, dog. Fuck it.
Help me.
But you know that was stressful. You know, you want to treat your VIPs like a VIP.
Yeah, of
everyone
course.
should be treated like a VIP, but obviously when you got the VIPs coming in, you gotta push them to the front.
Dude, especially Conan O'Brien, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I was playing catch up that whole night though because of that, man.
I heard that dude's pretty demanding.
He's a cool dude. Honestly, he was super nice to everyone.
He's chill.
He was chill. But you know, Conan O'Brien's, you know, he's an important part of
big time. Yeah.
of a lot of things. You know, and especially Comic Con. He's got his goddamn face on the Hyatt or something. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, like one of my cooks was telling me a story about how he and his buddies were skating by Conan O'Brien, and then it's like, oh, it's Conan. Right,
Yeah.
And he just like they said it all loud, and he just turned around and he's like, "Hey, fuck you!"
yes,
Dude, it was such an awesome response.
Respect to Conan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, especially dealing with all that LA life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man, fucking that's nothing for him. He's from New York.
Yeah, well, I've never been to New York, but I heard that place is hell too.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I've never
Yeah.
been there either, but you know, they say it's a meat grinder. I'll believe it.
Yeah, just walking on the street alone.
Yeah. So you survived that,
Survived.
the whole Conan experience.
Survived. Got
Right.
it out.
Right.
But I was beat. That was the first day too. First day of Comic Con.
That was Thursday.
That was Thursday.
Right.
Yeah. That was preview night was crazy too because you know it gets out at 9
Right.
and your restaurant closes at 10.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna get bombarded. We didn't close until like almost midnight that night. We were
yeah.
just getting nonstop.
You're lucky you closed at midnight.
Yeah. No, we closed at 10, and we went till midnight.
Yeah. I'm saying you're lucky you went to midnight.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
You're lucky that's it.
Yeah, lucky that they actually closed the doors. It's like a horde of, hungry people just trying to get some sushi on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of strange when you gotta like be like, we don't have anything else left. You got
Sorry guys, we ran out of rice. You know what I mean?
It's like we don't want to be done, but we don't have any food to feed you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So go to McDonald's. No, just playing about
In
that.
and out.
So yeah, man, it took me until the Thursday after, so a good 4 days to recover from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
It was brutal, man. Like, I'm not as young as you, so it was like it took me out. Like, I was feeling strange. I had blurry vision.
You were working way more hours than I was too, so obviously.
Same amount of sleep, though.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's all about the sleep to me. Like, as long as I get enough sleep, I'm fine.
Yeah.
As long as I get at least 7 hours in, I'm like completely fine. But I can do 4 hours if I have to. But it's not like when I was younger I could do 4 hours and be completely fine. Like, now I get like blurry vision.
That shit
and
deteriorates you.
yeah, dude. It's like my body's like, nah, you can't do that anymore, homie. You know, it's like he's like, the drill.
Yeah, come on,
You know
man.
the drill, dude.
6 hours minimum, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, so I was like, after Comic-Con, I was like eating a ton because I didn't really eat that much. I was eating a ton, getting a ton of sleep, just sleeping all the time, and doing a bunch of like multivitamins and like some On It minerals. You have do you do that? The On It minerals?
No, I only do Alpha Brain and what's that other one that calms you down? Not the melatonin, but
The mood enhancer.
yeah, like mood, basically like chills you out.
Yeah.
I did that one like 2 days in a row. I normally don't touch it, but I was like, I need this right now. I need to be able to sleep.
Right.
Because I'm still rattled from the week before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I only do those two. They were great, but nah. I don't do the
They didn't
multivitamin.
stick with you the next day?
No.
No. Yeah,
No,
see,
no.
that stuff always sticks with me, man. Like, it makes me too chill.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I'll be like trying to get shit done, and I'll have like it'll still be in my system or something like that, and I'll just
Really?
be like super chill.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'll be like trying to like drink a bunch of caffeine and stuff to like to get going,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, yeah,
I'm still,
I'm good, man.
I'm
Yeah,
cruising
what's
right
up?
now.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we'll get to it when we get to it, I guess.
Yeah.
Not a good attitude to have,
Nah, especially in the kitchen.
That Alpha Brain's good stuff, though. Mm-hmm. That is
Especially when we're busy, like it keeps you.
It's
in
no
check.
joke, dude.
Yeah.
That's no joke. Yeah, it's like what do they bill it as? Like a cognitive enhancer, right?
Yeah, it's nootropic.
Nootropic.
Nootropic, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not only is it nootropic, I feel it's like body tropic. That's not a real word, but like I just feel like I have so much energy with that stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it keeps especially when I'm like expediting, you know, like I got a bunch of shit coming out. I got servers coming to me doing verbals and shit. It keeps me like going. Like it's task-based focus is what they market it as. So
Is that what they market?
That's what they market. Task-based focus.
Because that shit's for real, dude.
It's for real. I was like,
that shit
you
is
know,
for real.
I'm super skeptical about everything.
Yeah.
But you know, honestly, I was like, yo, like I'm sharp. You know, like I was drinking coffee obviously because I needed it because I wasn't sleeping. But
on the
yeah, I did it. I normally don't drink coffee, but I needed it, man.
Did you tear somebody's? I guess you're just so busy that you're using that energy.
Yeah,
right?
I'm literally nonstop the whole time.
Right.
From open, literally there was a line out the door. I was like line fish on some hypebeast shit.
Right.
I don't even know what hypebeast means, but it's when people like stand outside in line for some shoes overnight.
Right.
That's exactly what it felt. There's people lining at the door just ready to rush us. You know what I mean? We're like, fuck. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I know, dude. Like when that first starts to happen, you're just like that panic that grips your bones, right? And then you get used to it. You're just like, there's just people out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work as fast as I can, but I just accept that there's just people
It's gonna happen.
waiting.
It's like when Jon Snow is out there waiting for the horses to rush him. He's just right there with the sword. That's exactly what it's like, man.
That's a good
The Battle of the
analogy, dude.
Bastards,
That's a good comparison.
That's what
right
it
there.
is.
Yeah, it is. That
And your
is.
crew comes up behind. It's just like game over, dude.
You know what? And it's an apropos name too, Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
It really is Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
And it's ugly like that too.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what Comic-Con was. It was just Battle of the Bastards.
Battle of the Bastards.
It was just
Go watch
ugly
Battle of the Bastards.
as fuck.
Yeah.
And just like, dude, like when Jon Snow's getting trampled on and he has to like basically claw his
Through
way
bodies.
up, you know, up
Yeah.
through like, you know, people who are just like not giving a fuck that anyone's beneath them. And like he like pulls himself up over all those heads and he's like gasping for air.
Yeah.
That is exactly the feeling of working Comic-Con.
Getting through those tickets, man.
Yeah, that is, you know, I know I told you before that was my 4th Comic-Con in a row, but it was my 5th. And that's I am 99.99% certain it will be my last.
Yeah.
Especially at the restaurant I'm working at right now.
There's still that 0.1.
Yeah, there's still that chance.
Yeah.
But that restaurant I work at right now is way too small. Like I told you, like
Having to make rice alone sounds like a pain in the ass for you, man.
dude,
all day,
and it took up a station. You know, it took up a workstation because we don't have any prep area because it's a tiny place.
You're literally shoulder to shoulder when you're working that sushi bar.
Oh, dude.
And then you have to put a hangiri in the middle of it.
Yeah, and you rubbing butts all day long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's just it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Anyway, Battle of the Bastards.
Battle of the Bastards.
We survived it. We barely survived it at my place. Barely. There's this person wrote on one of their credit card slips. It was just like, I don't understand why the food's taking so long. And I think they put like it took like 30 minutes or something like that.
That is good time for Comic-Con.
I know. I'm like, because it's Comic-Con. Do you not see the hordes of people that just keep pushing through the door?
Yeah,
you know,
they're hungry.
Yeah, man. It was people, man. Like,
Feed the people, man.
people don't care about, and you know, to a certain extent they shouldn't, but people don't care about your situation when you work in a restaurant.
I get it's hospitality, but
Yeah, and to a point, they shouldn't have to care, but they should be cognizant. You know, have some situational awareness to be like, this is an abnormal situation. You know what I mean? It's not like a normal night where like it's just a busy night and they're complaining about it.
yeah,
This
food
is
took 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is
No,
an abnormal
This
situation. People are standing up everywhere.
is,
you know,
the
like,
week where that shit happens.
Yeah, and
even at Subway.
yeah, it's like you
Screwed.
can barely walk down the street.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
can't find parking for shit. You got to park literally 4 miles out.
Dude,
you know?
all the parking garages like boosted up to like $50-$70.
Yeah, we ain't gonna pay that.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like we're gonna.
What did you do? Did you Uber in?
I Ubered with my buddy Rob, so I met up with him because he normally Ubers. He lives up in out on the outskirts of downtown.
Yeah.
And just Ubered to work through Comic Con. I even took like 20 minutes to get to work sometimes.
Yeah, Rob's
There's
the
so many
homie,
people.
dude.
Yeah, it's my boy.
So you just parked at his place and just came on over? That's a smart thing to do. I have a parking pass, so it wasn't a problem for me.
Yeah.
But they allocated us all to the top, but whatever.
They wouldn't let us park in our parking garage for the ones that are allowed to park there, like for work.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us park there. They're like, yeah, he's gotta either take the trolley,
Where's your parking
figure
garage?
it out. It's by the Hilton, Bayfront. But it's understandable. It's literally
they do that to
next-
everybody though.
right
All
next
the
to
hotel
Comic-Con.
employees, right?
Yeah, everybody. It wasn't just us. It was everybody. Everyone had to figure
like
it out.
all
that
the
week.
Hilton, Marriott people, or whatever the hell it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
they do that. Yeah, I've been told that too. That they can't park there for Comic-Con.
Yeah, which is understandable. You know, that hotel has been booked a year, 2 years in advance. I know our hotel is booked a year in advance for Comic-Con.
Right.
Yeah, like it's that serious. So you got to just figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Comic-Con's insane.
Yeah. Shouts out to the con.
Yeah. So, you got, I know you're on like the keto diet right now, but you got any like favorite snack foods you like?
Snack food.
Like must-haves?
I'll eat like the Epic bars. They're like,
What is that?
it's like venison beef jerky.
Okay.
Yeah. Or there's like this stevia sweetened dark chocolate bar. Because you can eat dark chocolate in the keto diet to a
Right.
certain extent because it's
Yeah.
good for you.
No, but I mean like not non-keto.
Non-keto?
Non-keto.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
from
like
what I
before
remember-
pre-keto.
From what it's been like 2 months now. All right. Snacks.
I'll just go through mine.
Go through yours,
Just to
and
give you an
I'll
example.
rev up my mind.
So before I ditched all that junk food crap, dude, I would always have chips.
Oh, chips, yeah.
I would always
That's
have chips. I would always have like cheese puffs.
Yeah.
You know,
The MSG, yo.
dude.
They all have MSG.
Dude, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the cheese puffs, but I love that shit.
Yeah.
Eat them with chopsticks, so I didn't get my
You get
fingertips all
cheesy
cheese. I don't
fingers.
like that. You
Yeah.
know, like some people like that and they lick their fingers. I think that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, you know, props to you if that's what you like. That if that's your move,
Cheeto
I'm not
fingers.
judging you, but I am. So, but yeah, I would just eat it with chopsticks and then anything kettle. I'd be eating like the jalapeno kettle. That
Miss Vicky's, Mrs. Vicky's.
That was my jam. Mrs.
Yeah.
Vicky's? No,
Yeah.
it was just I don't know. It's like the kettle chips.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Isn't
know
that
what
the
you're
brand,
talking
the kettle chips, right?
about. Yeah.
They would sell them
there's a few, so I don't remember.
It's like the main one. It's been around forever. They would sell them at Ralph's.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. It'd be like, oh, you get 2 for $3.
Yeah.
You know, big old family size.
Yeah.
I would just crush one of those family sized chip bags.
Hot Cheetos was my vice.
Hot Cheetos?
Hot
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Cheetos.
That would give me heartburn.
Yeah. No, you felt
No
like
Hot
shit the
Cheetos.
next day for
Yeah,
sure. You'd be
yeah.
feeling kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped.
Would you just eat it straight or would you
Just
do
straight.
What is that?
Or lime sometimes.
What is that? What is that move where they do? They put the chili from 7-Eleven and the cheese. Yeah, what is
that's a
that called?
bad move. That's called the chunti move.
The chunti.
The little cholita move.
Cholita.
Yeah, they get cheese and over there just like, you know, like this little finger picking thing they do. They're just like, you know what I mean? But you know they're all greasy and
Usually
shit.
with the corn chips though, right?
No. Fritos sometimes, but normally the hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos.
Oh,
is the
hot
jam.
Cheetos is what's up. Okay, so
Well,
hot Cheetos,
I don't
chili.
prefer it. I don't like it. I feel like shit even more after that.
Right.
Especially eating like a big ass bag of hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
It's not good for you.
Yeah, that I don't know what's up with that chili or that cheese. It's good going down, but like
Processed cheese is great.
it makes you feel so bad.
But you feel like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, your body's like, please don't do this to me.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that used to be my jam, like chips, dude. Like I'm all about the chips. I don't even buy that. I don't even look at chips. Someone has a bag of chips, I don't even look at that anymore, dude.
Nah.
At all. What else? What else used to be my jam? Oh, dude, I used to be obsessed for a minute with the Uncrustables.
Oh, Uncrustables classic.
Dude, used to be all about
Frozen. Y'all eat that shit frozen.
Yeah, grape
Savage.
flavored.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to like.
What's about it though? Like, literally, it's just like a sealed, crustless pocket of
I
PB&J.
know, dude. Yeah, but I used to like crank up my toaster oven
Oh, okay.
all
Got
the way.
fancy. Chef
Yeah, I'd do it like on 450, let it heat up, and then throw an Uncrustable in there,
Yeah.
frozen. And then it would like get it nice and crusty on the
Yeah.
outside and just the right temperature because if you throw it in
Still
frozen,
semi-cold.
yeah, so like
middle.
you get that heat crunch on the outside and that cold, you know,
Just reverse
inside.
seared and Uncrustable.
Dude, it's so good, man. I would go through like 1 or 2 a night, easy.
Yeah.
They go down so easy. But I had to stop that too because
Yeah.
that's not good.
No.
You know?
No.
and the less sugar Uncrustable is disgusting.
It's gross. You don't
It's-
want that.
it's sour.
If you're gonna go Uncrustable, go all the way, bro.
yeah, and then they use the air quote wheat bread. You know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, that shit's nasty, dude.
Wheat.
That's not wheat. That's like brown colored white bread.
Yes. Exactly. They're not using no.
They sprayed that shit on.
Yeah, they're not using no whole grains or nothing, even though it's still like kind of shitty for you. But they're not using no whole grains on it.
Nah, that stuff's bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Process.
dude, I after I cut the potato chips out and the fucking Uncrustables out, I lost easily 10 pounds.
It's insane, huh?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
when I cut out like 90% processed like flour, wheat, I lost another 10 pounds.
Yep. It's just like that.
It's insane, dude.
It's insane how convenient and how often you eat it living in America.
It is, especially
Yeah.
pasta.
Yeah.
Like pasta, like it's just so
Mac
easy.
and cheese.
Dude, I was
Come on.
I was all about mac and cheese.
Velveeta with some Spam.
Dude, the Velveeta mac and cheese.
That was gordito dinner right there,
Hell
man.
yeah! Did you get the little pocket ones, like the single serving?
No, the family size, bro.
You got the one in the box.
Yeah, the box. Family
Yeah.
size box. Yeah.
I would do the pocket ones just to give me a fix, but I would end up eating like 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly. You might as well get that. Don't cheat yourself, man. If you're gonna, come on.
But here's another reason why I would get the little pocket ones.
Yeah.
Is because like there's like zero cleanup. You just throw that shit away.
No doubt. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
being super lazy about it.
Yeah, keep it convenient too, especially
Yeah, dude.
times of the essence.
Yeah, so like all those little junk foods used to be my jam, man.
Yeah.
Like what? I'm trying to think of a really bad one, but I guess potato chips. That's a bad one though.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a really bad one. I was actually talking to one of my understudies about it. She's like, "Oh, I love eating chips every night, man. I can't stop." And I was just grilling her about it. She had a bag of chips, and she was like, "I feel bad now." She like gave it away. I was like, "Hey, man, you want to eat your chips? Eat your chips." I'm just saying, like, you were just telling me how bad. Like it's crazy. Like the best things in life are so bad for you.
What do you mean by understudy?
Kind of like she started from the ground up, and I've taught her everything she knows.
Okay.
That's what I'm about understudy.
Oh, is this in the kitchen?
Yeah, in the kitchen. So
Oh, okay,
literally
I
she
gotcha.
was like garde manger and fry.
Right.
And we needed a sushi roller, and she came over, and we just taught her everything she knew.
How'd that work out?
It was an uphill battle at first, but you know what? She's getting it. She's actually very attentive. You know, if you go into anything with open mind,
Yeah.
not like you know everything,
Right.
you know, you're gonna succeed.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you just take instruction. You know, like
For sure.
it's the best kind of people to have on your team. People who are open minded and willing to learn
Yeah.
and listen. They're gonna persevere. You know, every
For
time.
sure, yeah. I find that more and more lately. As you know, I've been doing this for a long time.
Absolutely.
I find more and more lately it's harder and harder to train people. It's like people they think they already know everything more than before. Like people have always thought they've known the right way, even though they don't know jack shit about what they're doing.
Yeah.
They always have like this idea that they have this narrative in their head that they're going to stick with, and that's why I think like you don't see this much anymore. But in the past, how kitchen training was so brutal. It's like boot camp. You gotta like you got to kick that narrative out of their head and put a new narrative in. And so, but like like there's not much of that type of training anymore. But I just feel like people are even more stubborn than they used to be. It's like people they think they know what they're talking about, and they believe they know what they're talking about, but they have no idea what they're talking about.
You guys, even if you know what you're talking about, you gotta sit there and say yes, chef. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just get it done.
I've been doing this for a long time, and I still keep my eyes and ears open.
You learn something new every day.
You can
gotta
learn
keep yourself open-minded.
every day.
Humble, open-minded. Obviously, have your, sometimes you gotta stick up for what's right.
Right.
But for the most part, man, keep an open mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if you're working under a chef.
Yeah.
See,
yeah, and that's what people don't get too. It's like, okay, so you may know a different technique on how to do something, but that dude is showing you, the chef is showing you how he wants it done.
Yeah.
Not how you saw it on Food Network.
It's not their restaurant.
Not how your buddy showed it to you, not how you saw it on YouTube. That chef is telling you, this is my way, I want you to do it that way. And the option is simple. If you don't want to do it chef's way, you can leave.
Yeah. That's always the second option.
Yeah, it's like the chef is the boss. The chef tells you to do it one way, you do it that way.
Yeah.
No matter what. And if he catches you, because we all try to be sneaky, and if he catches you, well, good luck to you, man.
Yeah.
Good luck. You're gonna get smoked. That's the thing. Like, when I lay out a recipe and a method, and people don't follow it, like they sneak in their own, and at first I'm just like this. All right, man. Like, maybe I wasn't clear. I'm gonna go over this again. This is how I want this done. Go through A to Z, how I want it done, right? And yeah, I got it. Okay, yeah, yeah, I understand. And then let's just say the next day you catch the same dude, like, oh hey, you doing the same thing you were doing yesterday. This is not how I told you to do it. Now we got a problem. Because first I thought maybe I'd miscommunicated how to do this. But now I know that we went through it. You clearly said you understood, and you're still doing it your way. That person is no good. That's no good to me. That's no good to any chef. It's just like, you know what? I see that you feel strongly about how you do things, and that's cool. Kick rocks.
Yeah.
Go. If you want to be that way, that's fine. Go be a chef somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's not that person's privilege to change the methods and the recipes.
There's ways around it too. Just be like, chef, I think this is better. What do you think? No?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can open up a discussion.
Yeah, exactly.
But your actions, you have to follow. You have to follow the recipe and the method.
Absolutely, that's
until
consistency.
Yeah, until your
You
chef tells you that, okay, well, you know what, I see what you're saying. We can switch it. It's not like a hack or a workaround. It's like the proper way to do it.
Yeah.
And if and there are some closed-minded chefs out there, and you gotta evaluate, like, do I want to work for this guy? Like, is what he has to offer me enough, where that my input doesn't matter, you just weigh out your situation, because like there is that other side too, there's that grunt side, like where I want to learn as much as I can and trailblaze and blah 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 blah. Well, learning entails you keeping your mouth shut for a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta shut up to learn. You just can't keep running your mouth to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I went off on a little tangent there, but like
learn it till you earn it.
Yeah, it is tough training people nowadays. And it's like it's gotten to the point where I'll just before I used to go through a whole training process of like how to make someone a good cook or sushi chef, but now I've compartmentalized it to like, okay, what do I need right now? And like there'll be a huge gap in that person's training now, just because I feel like after talking to them and interacting with them, I'm just like, I feel like if I went through certain things, I'd just be wasting my time. Wouldn't stick.
It's almost a goddamn shame too.
Oh, it's a huge shame.
It's like, and people don't know how hard it used to be.
Well, people want the spotlight right away now.
They do.
They don't want to work for it. They just want to be in that spotlight right away. It's just like, cooking's not one of those things where you can fake it. You gotta learn.
Like
yeah, you gotta learn. Not only do you gotta learn, like mentally and emotionally, you gotta have like emotional and mental strength, but physically too. Like you have to have that muscle memory.
Yeah.
And that muscle memory comes from doing a task over and over and over.
Repetition is key.
Repetition is key. You gotta train that muscle memory. You just because you think you could do something doesn't mean you could do it. It's like otherwise you're just talking shit. To yourself. Yeah. In your head.
You're cheating yourself.
You're cheating yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that lecturing bullshit.
Yeah.
So she took to it well, and you're happy?
Yeah, I'm content. She was the last one in out of the quote unquote understudies.
Mm-hmm.
And she's moved. She's like, I'm not gonna say she's been like just passing fools, but she's like kept her head down, got it done, and she's been just learning more and more and more.
Nice.
It's a great feeling. It feels
yeah, it's gratifying, right?
Too. You're like, damn, like
It's gratifying, like when you're teaching someone and they accept the teaching.
Yeah.
It's like the Japanese talk about teaching as transmitting knowledge.
Yeah.
Not sharing knowledge, not showing knowledge, but transmitting. Like they're actually. Oh, hold on.
Oh shit, we got Black Hawk down.
Yeah. Well, they're actually like taking the knowledge that they have and moving it from them to you. They're kind of like copying and pasting it to you. You know, that's how they think about it, and that's why if Japan's still old school, just like France. But if you go into a Japanese kitchen, it is harsh.
Yeah.
It is harsh, and
making rice for 4 or 5, sometimes more years, like.
Well, not only that, just like how on it they are with you, how on top of it, and that's a compliment. Like people don't see it as a compliment, but that's a compliment because they're spending their effort and energy to make sure that you understand something, But people are just like, oh, that's, I'm getting bullied.
There's a quote you told me a few years back that stuck with me forever. It was pressure makes diamonds.
Pressure makes diamonds.
That shit stuck with me. Like I say it to my guys all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that shit, that was like, wow.
See, that's how long it's been since I've actually been training people, because I used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
I used to say that like probably like 20 times a day. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds. You know.
Yeah.
Now I don't say it at all. You know?
People don't want it. They act like they do.
They act like they do, but they really don't.
No, they just want it to be baby the whole way. No,
Right.
just get your head down, get the fucking
They want
work
their
done.
participation award. They want to be recognized.
Participation
Yeah,
awards.
they're sitting on some laurels that don't really even exist. You know,
They don't want that gold medal.
Yeah, they don't want that. They think they got the gold medal already.
They ain't got that shit.
They ain't got the gold medal.
No.
They're not even in the
They got
Olympics,
aluminum.
dude.
Aluminum.
All right. Enough about that shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's read a Yelp review, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Can I say the names of these people even though they posted online? Probably not.
Let's
huh?
keep it anonymous.
Yeah.
Let's show some dignity.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't have any, so.
Right. Yeah. Let's show some dignity to people who don't have dignity.
Yeah.
So the whole word Yelp is funny because Yelp is what a sound like typically what a dog makes when you step on its tail. You know what I mean? And I think that's it.
That's exactly what it is.
I think that's what the creators like intended it to be.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think the creators of Yelp intended it to become this huge negative beast that can take down a restaurant. You know, someone's dream, someone's hard work, someone's because like so many people work in restaurants. Like you can gut it. With many bad Yelp reviews. Anyway, okay, so we're just gonna call her Ms. X. So Ms. X, yeah, this was not too long ago. Was left in July to a restaurant called Egg Slut. They have plenty of them in the LA area, and they are delicious, and they do a great job.
Shouts out Excellent.
Yeah. And I think they just opened recently in the past year in Vegas, right? So I think they started out as a food truck.
That's a big move.
Yeah, they were like a food truck.
That's a dream, man.
Yeah, they went from food truck to brick and mortar to multiple locations to
Awesome.
Vegas. They're in a casino right now. And it's simple food. It's nothing complex,
Been there.
But and that's another thing about training. Like these people have to be on point with training for consistency, because eggs, they're deceptive. They seem simple, but they're not. You gotta pay attention to eggs. You gotta love your eggs, to get the desired effect.
It's a whole cuisine in itself, almost eggs.
It's
You
a
know what I mean?
discipline. Yeah, it's a whole discipline in itself. Yeah.
Half of you try to make a French omelet right now. Just go.
Yeah, it's complex.
See how bad you fuck it up.
Dude, that's funny.
First round.
That's funny. Like Ludo and John and Vinny. Like this is on Mind of a Chef. They were doing I guess one of them, John or Vinny. I think it was John, called out Ludo on a French omelet competition.
Yes.
Did you see that?
No, but that's tight.
So he called him out. He's like, "Yo, let's do this." Like, and Ludo's just like, "All right, whatever." Let's do it, And they both did their omelets and everything like that. And Ludo was telling the story, and he's like, "Yeah, so I made my omelet, and I gave it the crew, the staff, the kitchen staff, for the judges, and they're just like, hands down, Ludo wins."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Whoa, how did you do that? It's good." And like his omelet is one of the most ordered dishes at his restaurant.
I believe it.
Because it's so bomb.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Yeah." I put a little bit of shit. Now I forgot the name of it, but it's like this like soft cheese. It's like this commercial soft cheese.
Moonster.
It's not Moonster, but it's akin to it's like the texture of it reminds me of goat cheese.
Okay.
But it's not goat cheese, but it's like a cream cheesy type of thing.
Okay.
But anyway, he puts a little bit in that in there, and I've tried it, and it's pretty bomb actually.
Yeah.
Anyway. So here's this Ms. X's review on Egg Slut this month. All right, it's my first time here. Sounds excited. I come here on Wednesday afternoon. Of course, parking is chaos. I arrive around 3 p.m. and the slut was sold out. I ordered the Fairfax instead. I think this place is overrated and overpriced. Fairfax was $7 just for the sandwich. I added $1.50 for avocado. The burger was not surprising. It's just okay. No meat or anything fulfilling in the burger. I ended up going to another place for more food. Will I come back again only for Egg Slut? Maybe. And that's a 3-star review. okay, so I'm confused here. So she's pissed that she had to pay $7, right? And she's got a comment on parking, you know, even though the restaurant has nothing to do with the parking situation. You know, it's downtown LA. And
you gotta expect that.
Yeah,
downtown.
in the market.
LA in general.
Yeah, so like, all right, whatever, girl.
Yeah.
And then she's complaining about the price, $7. I mean, she probably voted on minimum wage going up.
Yeah.
You know, that's a feel-good vote.
Yeah.
You know, but there's consequences to that vote, like restaurant prices going up and rent going up, as it has in San Diego. I know that for a fact. Drastically.
Yeah.
Like dramatically, like whiplash status, right?
Yeah. Proud motherfucker.
Okay. And so she says I added $1.50 for avocado, but doesn't comment on that. She just wanted to say she paid $1.50 for the avocado.
Do the same at Subway.
Yeah. And the burger was not surprising. It's just okay. No meat or anything fulfilling in the burger. So I don't get that part. That's a little confusing, right?
Did she read the menu?
Yeah, I don't know. So I think she starts out by saying that they're sold out of the slut. So I think she had her heart set on the slut. And so since she didn't get the slut, she's all pissed off.
Parking.
Right? Yeah, so she had to she had to lash out with a 3-star review. So that one wasn't that horrible, but it is a 3-star review.
Sounds petty.
Yeah, pretty petty. And here's another one. Here's another 3-star from Mr. X, we'll call him. Not related, probably. Before coming here, I thought to myself, why is there so much hype about this place? He's being very introspective here. What's so special about an egg sandwich? I've heard about this place for a long time, so we decided that our first meal, right when we got off the plane, is egg slut. Got here around 10:45 a.m. and the line was already out the door, which is always a good sign. I just put that part in. Yeah. The breakfast sandwiches here are amazing. Really leaves you with a happy smile after having it for breakfast. But is it really that good? Is it worth a second try? Probably not. Okay, what just happened there, Rick James?
That's right? A 3-star review, you said?
That's a 3-star review. So he just said it was amazing, right? He said that it, quote, really leaves you with a happy smile after having it for breakfast, right? Okay, so those two sentences, that it's amazing and leaves you with a happy smile after having it for breakfast, you would think, whoa, that's a 5-star review. That's excellent. Right? But he left a 3-star review and then followed up those two sentences with, but is it really that good? Is it worth a second try? Probably not. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, is this dude on like Adderall or something?
Antidepressants or something.
You know what I mean?
Didn't take his antidepressants.
He's confused. He just worked Comic-Con, dude. He's like,
yeah.
he's been living off of 2 hours of sleep a night, like blurry vision, confused, doesn't know what's going on.
He got off a flight from LAX.
Yeah,
took him an hour to get there. Paid $80.
Right. I don't know what the hell. I mean, like, what? And he has like a cute little picture, you know, of orange juice and two sandwiches. But why? Why the 3-star? I don't get it.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. See, this is the type of shit that really pisses me off about Yelp. Yeah. You know, it's just like, he said it was excellent. He said it made him really happy. He used the word amazing.
Which every Yelper uses.
Amazing.
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 It's amazing.
Amazing.
It's so amazing.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Dude, you're amazingly stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I'm probably not in intelligence, but definitely in your actions, you're a moron. Right?
Yeah.
Dude, like,
what's the point of the 3 stars? Like, did you expect a Michelin-starred egg sandwich?
Right.
Because that's not what they represent. They represent egg slut. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not even that. He says he has an amazing experience,
yeah,
and
exactly.
it made him happy, and then he follows up with 2 negative comments.
But I come back,
kind of.
nah.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's going on there?
Probably not. Nah.
People
dude,
like that shouldn't be
It was so
allowed.
great, homie. Dude, I had the best time of my life. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dog. But do I recommend you doing it? Nah, and I won't do it again either. Fuck that
That makes
shit.
no sense.
Yeah, right?
It's not like you climbed Mount Everest or anything,
That
man.
makes
It's not like
no
it sucked
sense.
ass
Yeah.
and the view was sick.
Yeah.
You almost get hit by an avalanche. No, like, you ate a fucking egg sandwich, you liked it, and then you said, you know what, I probably wouldn't go back.
Yeah, I'm not
and
gonna
then you
go
left the
back.
fucking 3-star review.
Yeah.
Like, that makes no sense.
And fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Because it was great, but fuck you guys because it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if he was trying to be sarcastic, he failed.
And luckily enough, Exo's got a good rep. You know, people in LA, like locals love that place. You know, even the not locals love that place. It's got a good rep. But if this was just some random mom and pop shop, and this fool rolled up and left a 3-star review, that's gonna affect them drastically.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, enough 3-star reviews can affect anybody. I mean, they have Ixlet right here. They have a 4-star review.
Yeah.
For overall ratings 4 stars, but yeah, like, dude, like, don't be a douche. Why would you? There wasn't any real issues.
No,
it wasn't like there was a product issue, like the food was cold, or the
found
food was bad, or
sandwich.
Yeah, or,
yeah, something crazy.
Yeah, you know, like it wasn't undercooked, it wasn't the wrong order, not rude service. You know, it was just, I just want to act like I have something interesting to say, but I really don't.
Yeah.
And fuck your business, because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Basically, like, people don't realize, like, they are potentially affecting people's lives when they leave reviews, you know?
Yeah.
But
restaurants aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, come on.
And fuck Yelp, you know?
Yeah, fuck Yelp.
Anyway, that kind of wraps it up. I don't have anything more to ask you.
Yeah.
How about? I just want to say something, like, how much was a splash? Technically,
1/12 of an ounce.
1/12 of an ounce. So I go to this coffee shop in my neighborhood, and order a cold brew with a splash of almond milk, and I'm just like, just a splash, right? I'm like, just a splash, and like, oh yeah, I got you. Don't worry, fam, I got you. And so this comes out, and this is completely beige. You know, this is not 1/12 of an ounce. So just kind of like crumbled up my money and threw that in the street. Just set it on fire. Like,
Hey, how many times have you been there with a splash? Remember, 6 times. You gotta go 6 times.
Gotta go 17 times, 17. Man.
Yeah.
Anyhow, dude, thanks for coming out. Thanks for talking.
Of course, brother.
Thanks for sharing, dude.
I had fun. That was great.
And to all you guys out there, thank you very much, and stay tuned till the next episode. Peace.